If you have ever picked up your home phone or unlocked your smartphone to read a sudden text message that claims you owe unpaid government fines, or your Social Security account has been flagged for illegal activity, or your bank account faces an immediate permanent freeze, unless you settle a supposed debt right this second, you have almost certainly been pushed toward one single payment method above all others by the person on the line or behind the message, and that mandatory payment method is purchasing store gift cards to send the card numbers and PIN codes over text or email immediately. Most retired folks brush this request off as a slightly unusual official procedure at first glance. They tell themselves government agencies or bank security teams must have a specific reason to prefer gift cards over regular wire transfers or check payments. But what you are hearing is not a legitimate request from any federal department, not a standard bank anti-fraud verification step, not a valid bill collection notice from any licensed creditor. This rigid demand to only use gift cards to resolve an urgent supposed issue is the very first red flag that you are being targeted by a professional financial scammer whose only goal is to drain every cent of your retirement pension, your lifelong savings tucked away for medical emergencies and housing costs, and your residual investment funds before you even fully realize you have handed over access to your money. AARP published a comprehensive 2025 fraud victim survey focused exclusively on senior citizens aged 50 and older, and the data pulled from thousands of victim statements confirmed that gift card-related fraud makes up more than 38% of all reported elder financial exploitation cases submitted to consumer protection authorities nationwide. The Federal Trade Commission maintains a public database tracking every fraud complaint filed by United States consumers, and their latest annual fraud trends report clearly marks gift card payment scams as the top most successful scam category against older adults, beating out fake lottery winnings, bogus home repair schemes, misleading insurance policy sales, and fraudulent investment opportunities by a significant margin. Many seniors cannot wrap their heads around why scammers fixate so heavily on gift cards instead of asking for direct bank transfers or credit card payments. And that lack of understanding creates the critical blind spot that con artists exploit to manipulate vulnerable retired individuals into irreversible financial ruin. To break down this dangerous trick from the perspective of a certified bank risk management specialist who has spent over 15 years investigating unauthorized withdrawals, gift cards operate entirely outside the regulated banking and payment systems that offer built-in fraud protection for debit cards, credit cards, ACH transfers, and official check transactions. When you swipe a debit card at a retail store or send a wire transfer through your primary banking institution, the bank holds the ability to pause the transaction, reverse the charge within a set dispute window, freeze the receiving account, and trace the destination of your funds to recover stolen money in most confirmed scam situations. Every major credit card company enforces zero liability policies for fraudulent charges made without your explicit consent, meaning you will not be held responsible for money taken from your credit line if you report the scam promptly to the card issuer. Gift cards eliminate every single layer of these consumer safeguards completely. Once you scratch off the protective coating on the back of a gift card and read out the unique PIN code alongside the 16-digit card number to an unknown caller or text contact, the balance loaded onto that gift card can be redeemed for merchandise, digital currency, or resold on underground anonymous online marketplaces. Within minutes of the scammer receiving those details, there is no central company overseeing all gift card transactions that can freeze the remaining balance, no financial regulator that can trace the exact person who cashed out the card value, no customer service line you can call to issue a chargeback and get your pension money returned to your wallet or bank account. This untraceable and unrecallable nature is the core reason every seasoned fraud ring prioritizes gift cards as their primary payment method. When targeting senior households, scammers do not want to leave a paper trail that law enforcement from the FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center can follow to arrest their operation or seize stolen assets. Regular bank transfers link directly to routing numbers and account holder identities, making it far easier for federal agents to track down where your retirement funds end up. But gift cards function as near-anonymous cash. Once the PIN is exposed, they are the digital equivalent of handing over a thick envelope of untraceable cash to a stranger on the street with no witnesses or paperwork to prove the exchange ever happened. Another key psychological tactic embedded within gift card scam scripts is the manufactured sense of extreme urgency that leaves no time for you to pause, discuss the situation with a trusted family member, contact your local bank branch in person, or look up the official phone number of the agency the caller claims to represent to verify the claim independently. Every script these criminals use is refined to pressure you into acting within 10 to 20 minutes maximum. The caller will threaten immediate arrest by local law enforcement, permanent cancellation of your Social Security benefits, forced seizure of your primary residence due to unpaid back taxes, total shutdown of all your checking and savings accounts so you cannot access your monthly pension deposits ever again, or even legal action that could place liens on any property or assets you own to cover the fabricated debt they have invented out of thin air. This flood of fear triggers a stress response that overrides your normal critical thinking skills. And when a person is operating purely out of panic instead of rational judgment, they will comply with nearly any instruction just to make the threatening phone call end and remove the supposed legal or financial threat hanging over their head. Certified consumer financial protection counselors working with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau have documented that seniors who live alone with limited daily social interaction are far more susceptible to this urgency-driven manipulation because there is no second person present to question the odd request to rush to a grocery store, pharmacy, or big box retail location to purchase multiple high-denomination gift cards before the store closes for the night. Scammers even specifically name major widely available gift card brands such as Amazon gift cards, Google Play cards, iTunes cards, Walmart gift cards, Target prepaid gift cards, and Visa preloaded gift cards because these specific products are sold at nearly every neighborhood retail outlet, eliminating any excuse you might have about being unable to locate the required payment method right away. They will even guide you step by step on which aisle to walk toward inside the store, what exact dollar amounts to load onto each individual card, how many separate cards to buy to hit the total fake bill amount they have quoted you, and they will stay on the phone line the entire time you are shopping and paying at the register to prevent you from hanging up and reconsidering the entire interaction. Store cashiers frequently receive formal training from corporate anti-fraud departments to spot seniors purchasing large batches of gift cards while remaining on a tense phone call. Many retail employees will attempt to warn you that this is a common elder scam and refuse to complete the gift card transaction. Yet scammers have pre-written lines to coach you on what to say to push the cashier aside and complete the purchase anyway. You will be told to tell the cashier the gift cards are intended as birthday presents for distant family or grandchildren, or that the cards are a work-related purchase for a part-time side job you are running from home. These pre-planned excuses bypass the store's internal anti-scam checks and let the fraud scheme move forward without interruption. It is critical to understand that no legitimate government office, including the IRS, Social Security Administration, Department of Treasury, or any state tax authority will ever demand payment through gift cards under any circumstance. Payment through gift cards under any circumstance. Official federal and state agencies only accept payments via verified online government portals, mailed paper checks, authorized bank direct debits through approved secure systems, or certified money orders sent to official government mailing addresses listed on their public websites. None of these federal entities operate phone-based debt collection teams that cold call private residential numbers and threaten legal punishment for immediate gift card payment. Licensed banks and credit unions also never initiate outbound phone calls instructing customers to buy gift cards to resolve account security alerts or suspected fraudulent activity on an account. If your bank truly detects suspicious login attempts or unauthorized charges on your checking account where your pension is automatically deposited each month, the bank will place a temporary hold on the account directly. Send a formal written notification through postal mail or secure an app messaging and ask you to visit a physical branch with a valid photo ID to confirm your identity and lift the security freeze. They will never demand remote payment via untraceable gift cards to unlock your banking privileges. Insurance companies regulated by the National Association of Insurance Commissioners will also never use gift cards for premium payments. claim adjustments, or policy reinstatement fees. All formal insurance transactions are documented on official company ledgers with traceable payment records for tax and regulatory compliance purposes. So any caller claiming to represent your health insurance, life insurance, or long-term care insurance provider that pushes gift card payments is definitively impersonating a company representative with no legal connection to the insurance carrier whatsoever. Many scammers layer additional fake credibility onto their lies by spoofing caller ID numbers to display official agency phone numbers, local police department lines, bank main office numbers, or insurance company customer service hotlines directly on your phone screen. Caller ID spoofing technology makes it impossible to trust the number that pops up on your device as proof the caller is who they claim to be. The only reliable way to verify if a notice of debt, account trouble, or legal action is legitimate is to manually look up the official public phone number independently using a separate search engine or printed official paperwork you already have on file. Hang up the incoming suspicious call completely before dialing that verified public number. Never press any extension provided by the unknown caller to be transferred to a supposed supervisor or verification department because that transfer simply connects you to another accomplice within the same scam ring rather than a legitimate employee. To illustrate exactly how this entire scheme unfolds to steal retirement savings with irreversible consequences, we will walk through a verified case file documented by the FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center from a 72-year-old retired manufacturing worker who resided alone in a suburban neighborhood with no nearby family members to consult during the incident. This individual received an unsolicited landline phone call that claimed the Internal Revenue Service had filed a tax evasion warrant against their personal Social Security number for unpaid back taxes totaling $9,200. The caller stated that local sheriff deputies would arrive at the front door within 45 minutes to perform an arrest and take the retiree into custody unless the full balance was paid immediately using preloaded gift cards purchased from the nearest supermarket. Overwhelmed by fear of public arrest and a permanent criminal record that would ruin their retirement eligibility for benefit programs, the senior grabbed their wallet containing cash and a debit card linked to their primary pension checking account, drove to the nearby grocery store while keeping the scammer on speakerphone the entire drive, followed precise instructions to purchase 10 separate $1,000 Visa gift cards plus one additional $1,200 Amazon gift card to cover the exact fake tax debt. The store cashier attempted 3 separate times to warn the customer about widespread gift card scams targeting elderly residents in the county. But the retiree repeated the scripted excuse about buying gifts for out-of-state grandchildren, as the scammer had dictated moments earlier. Once the gift cards were paid for and activated at checkout, the senior read every card number and PIN code aloud over the phone line to the caller. Within 7 minutes of receiving those codes, the fraud ring resold the full gift card balance on an anonymous peer-to-peer marketplace and converted the value into untrackable cryptocurrency, eliminating any possibility of locating or recovering the stolen funds. Days later, when the retiree contacted the official IRS phone number listed on their annual tax documents to resolve the supposed warrant issue, IRS customer service confirmed no outstanding tax debt existed under their Social Security number and no arrest warrant had ever been issued in their name. The $9,200 lost represented more than 2 full months of their monthly Social Security pension, plus a portion of the emergency medical savings they had set aside for prescription medications and routine doctor visits. The retiree filed an official fraud report with local police and submitted a detailed complaint to the FTC, but due to the fully untraceable nature of the gift card transaction, law enforcement investigators were unable to trace the identity or physical location of the scammers. No stolen funds were ever returned, and the household budget for that retirement year was permanently damaged with no path to financial restitution from any government or consumer protection agency. This single case is not an isolated rare occurrence. The CFPB receives well over 100,000 similar elder gift card scam complaints annually across all 50 states, with total collective stolen retirement and personal funds exceeding $170 million each calendar year from victims over the age of 50. It is vital to recognize the secondary layers of harm that extend far beyond the direct monetary loss from these gift card scams. Many seniors who fall victim to this type of financial exploitation experience severe anxiety, persistent stress, depression, and loss of confidence in managing their own personal finances independently moving forward. Some victims begin avoiding answering all phone calls entirely out of paranoia, missing important legitimate calls from medical offices, pension administrators, and utility providers that keep their household running smoothly. Others withdraw large sums of cash from their bank accounts to store inside their home instead of keeping money in federally insured checking or savings accounts, which introduces new risks of home burglary and cash theft that can lead to even greater total financial loss down the line. In extreme documented cases from AARP's Elder Abuse Resource Division, seniors who lose their entire life savings to repeated gift card and impersonation scams have been forced to sell their primary home earlier than planned, move in with distant family against their preference for independent retirement living, or skip necessary prescription drugs and medical treatments because their liquid emergency funds have been completely depleted by con artists. Losing control over the money you earned and saved over decades of full-time work strips away the financial autonomy and dignity that makes retirement a secure and comfortable phase of life, and gift card scammers intentionally target that sense of security to exploit fear and compliance for their own profit. You must memorize the non-negotiable set of warning signs that guarantee a request for gift card payment is fraudulent with zero exceptions. First, any unsolicited incoming call, text message, email, or social media direct message that demands payment within a strict short deadline to avoid arrest, benefit cancellation, account closure, property seizure, or legal penalties is a scam. Legitimate organizations send formal written notices through postal mail or secure official online portals with weeks or months of time to respond and resolve billing or administrative issues with multiple payment options available. Second, any party that refuses to accept standard traceable payment methods, including checks, bank transfers online, bill pay through verified websites, credit card charges or money orders, and only allows gift cards as a valid form of payment is operating a fraud scheme. No licensed business, government department, or financial institution restricts acceptable payment types to exclusively untraceable prepaid gift cards. Third, any caller who pressures you to stay on the phone continuously while you leave your house, travel to a retail store, make a purchase, and share private card credentials without allowing you to hang up and verify information on your own is manipulating your decision-making process to prevent you from seeking outside advice that would expose the lie. Fourth, any number displayed on your caller ID that you cannot independently confirm through official printed paperwork or a verified public web search cannot be trusted as proof of the caller's identity. Spoofed numbers are a standard tool in nearly all impersonation gift card scams targeting seniors nationwide. Fifth, any request to keep the entire interaction confidential and forbid you from telling family members, bank staff, store employees, or legal advisors about the payment task is a major red flag. Legitimate official matters never require strict secrecy from trusted third parties who help you protect your personal assets and identity. Beyond identifying these warning markers, there are immediate actionable steps you can implement starting today to harden your personal financial defenses against gift card scams and all related impersonation fraud attempts aimed at your retirement funds. First, create a dedicated written list of all official phone numbers for your primary bank branch, Social Security Administration, local office, IRS, taxpayer assistance line, insurance company, customer service, county tax office, and local non-emergency police department number. Store this list in a physical notebook near your home phone and save every verified number as a separate contact in your smartphone with clear labels so you never need to search for contact information during a stressful, unexpected call. Second, establish a strict personal household rule that you will never make any payment of any kind over the phone to an unknown caller, regardless of the threats or urgent demands presented. Inform every regular visitor to your home, including caregivers, neighbors, and family, that you follow this rule so they can remind you if you begin complying with suspicious payment instructions while they are present. Third, if you receive any threatening or demanding communication instructing gift card purchases, hang up the communication immediately without responding to any follow-up texts or return calls to the number that contacted you. Do not press any buttons on your phone keypad when prompted by automated scam messages, as this can flag your line as an active target for additional fraud attempts from affiliated scam rings. Fourth, visit your banking institution in person during normal business hours within the next 3 business days to place a verbal and written alert on your checking and savings accounts that hold pension deposits and retirement savings. Ask your banker to enable transaction alerts sent via text message or email for every withdrawal, debit card swipe, and online transfer over a small preset dollar amount, so you receive instant notification if any unauthorized movement of funds occurs. You can also request temporary withdrawal limits or require in-person ID verification for all large out-of-branch transfers to block remote fraudulent withdrawals. Fifth, avoid purchasing high-denomination multi-pack gift cards for any reason unless they are pre-planned gifts you have fully discussed with immediate family members weeks in advance. Never buy gift cards while on an active phone call with an unknown party, and if a retail cashier alerts you to potential scam activity during a gift card purchase, pause the transaction entirely and leave the store without completing the purchase to eliminate all risk. Sixth, register your phone numbers with the National Do Not Call Registry to reduce the volume of unsolicited cold calls that serve as the starting point for nearly all gift card impersonation scams targeting senior households. You can complete this registration process online through the official FTC website or via mail using a paper form available at local post offices and public libraries. Seventh, file a formal detailed complaint with the Federal Trade Commission at reportfraud.ftc.gov anytime you receive a scam attempt. Even if you do not lose any money, these complaints help federal agencies track active scam operations and allocate law enforcement resources to shut down large fraud rings preying on retired communities across the country. You should also submit a complaint to the FBI IC3 portal at ic3.gov to document the incident in National Cybercrime databases. Eighth, schedule an annual one-on-one financial review with a fiduciary certified financial planner who is registered with FINRA and the SEC to audit your retirement accounts, automatic pension deposits, recurring bill payments, and authorized account signatories to ensure no unauthorized individuals have been granted access to your funds or personal identifying information that scammers could use to craft targeted gift card scams tailored to your specific financial situation. Ninth, keep all physical bank statements, tax forms, insurance policies, and Social Security correspondence locked inside a fireproof, secure home safe instead of loose on countertops or easily accessible drawers to prevent in-person visitors or household outsiders from gathering personal data to craft personalized fraud scripts that feel more believable and persuasive during scam calls. 10th, share what you have learned about gift card scam tactics with other friends and peers within your retirement community, senior center groups, church organizations, and neighborhood social circles. Many fraud rings target entire residential areas with coordinated scam campaigns. So spreading awareness creates a network of mutual protection that blocks scammers from preying on multiple households in the same area over a short time period. If you have previously fallen victim to a gift card scam and lost any amount of retirement or personal savings, do not feel embarrassment or shame about the incident. Scammers spend years refining psychological manipulation techniques specifically designed to override logical thinking under duress, and falling for these pre-scripted threats is not a failure of judgment on your part. Contact your local Adult Protective Services agency immediately alongside your bank and law enforcement to document the exploitation case. Even if the funds cannot be recovered retroactively, official documentation creates a record that can prevent the same scam ring from targeting you again with follow-up fraud attempts that attempt to steal additional money under the guise of helping you recover lost stolen funds. A common secondary scam tactic is a follow-up caller claiming to be an FTC or FBI investigator offering to retrieve your stolen gift card money for an upfront gift card payment of their own. This is simply a second layer of theft designed to drain whatever remaining savings you have left after the initial fraud incident. Always remember that no federal law enforcement or consumer protection agency will charge you a fee to recover stolen funds from fraud cases. They are investigating any request for payment to assist with fund recovery is automatically another fraudulent scheme as you move forward, protecting the retirement nest egg you have built over decades of hard work. Anchor every financial decision around one core simple rule: No unknown caller has the authority to force you into buying untraceable gift cards to resolve any supposed legal tax, banking, or administrative issue in your life. Every legitimate official matter will provide verifiable contact information, multiple payment choices, and ample time for you to confirm details before you are required to submit any form of payment. The only reason scammers fixate exclusively on gift cards is because this single payment method lets them steal your pension and life savings with zero accountability and almost no chance of the stolen money ever being returned to you. Do not allow manufactured fear over fake threats to hand over the financial security you spent your entire adult life building for your peaceful senior years. Take the small daily preventative steps outlined in this video to lock down your accounts. Verify every unexpected official notice independently and cut off all communication with any party pushing gift card payments over the phone or text. Before you close out of this video, today leave a comment directly below this video sharing whether you have ever gotten a suspicious call demanding gift card purchases to settle a supposed debt or account issue. You can also share the biggest financial worry you hold when it comes to protecting your pension and retirement savings from outside scams and misleading financial offers. Subscribe to this channel and turn on all notification alerts so you never miss future in-depth breakdowns of the most prevalent elder financial fraud schemes, hidden insurance policy loopholes that lead to unexpected claim denials, pension rollover traps set by unlicensed sales agents, identity theft prevention strategies, and official regulatory warnings from FTC, CFPB, AARP, and federal financial oversight bodies that keep your retirement money safe from every type of exploitative financial trick designed to target senior citizens who rely on their savings for stable, dignified, and stress-free post-working life.